All right, Wayne.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining the Adams Brothers podcast. And we're here today with NaKenya Robinson, and she's with the City Church Resource Center. And NaKenya is, I believe, starting a thrift shop in Pompano Beach, and she's going to tell us, she's one of our guests as part of our Black business, just giving props to Black businesses and giving exposure to Black business. And NaKenya is our first guest that we have that's going to be giving the business props. So, NaKenya, just tell us a little bit about yourself and just tell us about yourself, please.
All right. I just want to say thank you so much first for the opportunity. Thank you for answering the call because what you're doing, it's a sign by God himself. And so it's not so often that dedicated hard workers in the community, not myself, denying myself, but I know so many other hard workers here in Pompano Beach, and they get no recognition. They don't have this platform. So I just thank you so much for allowing me to come on today to speak on behalf of my side of town, District 4. This is where I'm at, the heart of Pompano. And a little bit about myself. I was born and raised in Pompano. I started out just basically with a resource center. And I just woke up one day and I was saying 501c3 out of my mouth, and I Googled to figure out what did that mean. Because oftentimes when I have dreams, I just put whatever the words are, I put it inside my Google, and normally 9 out of 10, it's a Bible scripture. So this particular time, I was saying 501c3, so I learned what was a nonprofit organization. And I actually went and got my nonprofit. I went and got my 501c3, and from then, Holy Spirit led me to open a resource center, and that's what I did. I was going around to different churches, connecting, having them, to see the resource center, to implement it in their church, because it's very important that our ministries have resource centers. You oftentimes have so many people give their tithe, they give their offering, they give their all to a church, but the church don't have nothing else to offer back to the people, because in real life situations, people like do their rent due, and we need to have something implemented in the house of prayer when homeless people come in. Yes, I'm sure that they're drawn to the word, because the word is going to draw you all by itself, but they need something, and we can't just feeding the people natural food, because they're going to come back hungry again. We have to get them to a place of self-sufficiency. And I'm just testifying for myself, because I came from the homeless background. I was homeless once myself, and I was that particular person who went to LAHEAP. I went to Family Success. I went to all of these different programs, having them to help me with my lights, having them to help me with my rent, because I spent my money on my hair. I spent my money on my nails. Truth be told, I spent my money on food, going out to eat. So nobody taught me how to balance my money. They didn't teach me how, you don't supposed to write bad checks, because these things will haunt you. It will get on your credit. They didn't teach me about credit, and most of our population, we have credit scores of 500, 600, so oftentimes I was brought up in the church, but the church didn't teach me about credit. They taught me that I better get saved, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost fire, baptized, and I better keep Jesus on my mind. I better run for my life or I'm going to hell. That's what they taught me. They didn't teach me, that I can be the lender and not the borrower. They didn't teach me that, God has anointed me and he has gifted me, and my hands are powerful. God created these hands. He anointed these hands so I can put them to the plow. They didn't teach me that faith without works is dead. They didn't teach me they just said the mustard seed of faith, but oftentimes it takes more than the mustard seed of faith. The mustard seed of faith is the ones that's just coming to Christ. So I began with the resource center, and I was doing the same thing because I knew all the programs because I was all on them. You know, I went to all of them. So I knew them. So I just was asking the people, you know, what's going on in your life? So I started creating something myself. If you already got light assistance one time, you can't get light assistance another time, you know, because now we're handicapping the people. You know, by us keep paying their light bill, by us keep paying their rent. They handicapped me. So I felt that I didn't need to get a job. I was on Section 8. I was on housing. You know, I didn't want a job that paid me a lot of money. Why? Because my rent was going to go up. You know why? My insurance, I was going to lose my Medicaid. My food stamp was going to go down. You know, so they have us in this box, you know, with all of these strongholds so we can't go up, you know. And after the resource center, so I seen so many lives being changed. People was coming to me and just were like, you know, thank you. You blessed me, you know. And then I started dealing with the homeless. My second core was the homeless, and I'm still with the homeless full time right now. This is how the thrift store actually opened, because of the homeless. So I started feeding the homeless, and as feeding the homeless, I'm like, everybody's feeding the homeless. What can I do besides just feed the homeless? They eat. Homeless people eat. You hear me? They eat better than us. They eat. You know. So I implemented some other stuff inside the resource center to bring structure to the homeless people. Because truth be told, 75% of homeless, they don't want to get off the streets. They're comfortable. So what do you do when you give all your all to an individual and they're telling you, I'm not ready? I have a young lady in the ministry. I begged her to leave the park. I begged her. I plead with her. Listen, you know, you got to get from here. You can't stay here forever. And she didn't want to go. She was content at the place that she was at. What do? Do we leave those people because they're content? You know, or do we deal with the root, the issue of, okay, if I get you a job, clean you up, let you start working and you prove yourself on this job for a month, and now take you through another position of going through programs to help pay your first, last, and security, because there's so many programs out here that help pay your first, last, and security. It's so many programs. They don't talk about it because a lot of people abuse, you know, different programs. And then from there, we started doing really good. And I have to say, I just thank God, and I have to put this out there. Holy Spirit to give me the vision, but without the team, it won't work. You cannot do, it can't be a one man's job. I'm gonna tell you, I tried it and I failed every time. You know, so I just want to give God all the honor, but my ministry, the people who God sent in my ministry, those broken people, those homeless people, the ones that folks toot their nose up because they stink, they have an odor, the ones that don't have the proper vocabulary, those are the ones that lift my arms all the time. And I just be like Moses, I be winning all the time, you know, because those are the ones that lift my arms up. And I just thank God for those people. And a lot of those people are in this community. They're in, you know, in Pompano. They came from the streets. They were homeless once before. So the place that I'm at now today, if it wasn't for God first, my husband, my family, and City Church Resource Center, every partner that's attached to City Church, even the ones that left the ministry, them too. I bless God for them because they was a part of the process, you know. So we can't leave those ones out. So it took a team. It just wasn't me. It took a team, you know. And we all need a team. In everything that we do, we need a team. Then we opened a call center because I started getting, well, listen, you need a job. You know, programs started denying the people because they didn't have jobs. So I say, Holy Spirit, I need something, you know, to hire the people so now we can help pay their first, last, and security, because without a job, they can't get any assistance. We opened the call center. That is the City Business Resource Center. We opened the call center, and the call center is still in effect. Right now, we have somebody, Miss Porter, she's the one who's running the call center right now, because I believe that I don't never want to be a Pharaoh. I don't want to be the one that hold everything. You know, I want to be able to let God's people go, because it flow on the head and it fall down. That's what it's supposed to do. So when God gracefully give us certain things, it's not for the shepherd to keep it in their hand. It's for us to empower the people under us. So Sister Peggy, she actually has the call center and she's flowing the call center. She's doing very well and she keeps the same vision. She has the same vision. We actually started just hiring homeless people. Other people started coming and we was rejecting other people. So I said, you know what, this thing has to open to the whole community. So we just started hiring anybody who want a job. If you got a felony, we just don't care what's your issue, we gonna hire you. That call center, it went from the 704 location, Hemmingville Road, to Atlantic Boulevard. Then we had to open another one in Atlantic, and then we had to open 2 in the 704 location because it was just going. It was growing, you know. So we implemented now for the people to start working at home and not only in the call center. So now they're able to work from home as well. So you have the city Business Resource Center, and then we opened the City Inspirational Graphics. That's the t-shirt company. That also was at the 704 Hemmingville Road location in Pompano Beach, and it was in the backside.
Let me jump in 1 second. How many employees do you have? How many employees do you have employed with your organization right now?
For which business?
For the business that you were just talking about. I think I wrote it down there. Was it the
Business Resource Center?
The Business Resource Center.
The City Business Resource Center,
yes.
Is the call center.
Right,
I want to give you accurate information. I don't have that count because again,
approximately.
I believe she probably have over 100, I should say.
Wow. From the community, from Pompano Beach.
It's not only from Pompano. There's people all over the world that's working right now.
That's what we want.
Okay. That is great.
That's outstanding.
Yes. It's for anybody actually work. She have people from Georgia that's working. It's all over the world because right now they only can work in the office in the 704 location, right. But now it's opened up now, and she has opened it to anybody all over the world. Do
they get an hourly pay or do they get like a flat rate? Or
they're servicing for Comcast and a Giro. A Giro is the same thing as AAA. For Comcast, they're actually making $12 an hour, and for a Giro, they make $10 an hour. Okay. It's not commission, it's hourly.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So we have the City Inspirational Graphics. The City Inspirational Graphics, again, that was a t-shirt company, and we did a lot of work for a lot of people in the community, even when it came to these political races. We did a lot of their t-shirts as well. And right now, Miss Kathy Ann Huff has that business. That's another sister that's inside of the ministry, the City Church Resource Center. She's actually running that business now. And she's running it out of Fort Lauderdale because of her little faith. I'm trying to get her to come back to Pompano because that's where it was at. But Holy Spirit is still working with her. I pray she listens to this podcast. You hear me?
She will if you send it to her. She'll get it.
Yes. So she's doing an awesome job. Actually, she just blessed the thrift store with so many shirts she made just for the thrift store, and I thank her for that as well. And then you have the City Resale Center. And the City Resale Center, that is the thrift store. That's why we're here on today. The thrift store, what took place was, if I take this laptop out the door and take it in the back, you'll probably see a whole bunch of homeless people. And we recognize that these homeless people, in order for them to get jobs, and in order for them not to be pointed at, they need to be dressed. They need to take showers. They need to bathe. They need to wash their hair. So in the back of our building, still right now today, if any homeless person need a shower, they need to brush their teeth. They need clothes. They need shoes. They need anything. I don't care what it is. They need vitamins. I don't care what it is. They need masks. They need to come to 704 Hemmingville Road, Pompano Beach, Florida. They'll get a shower. They'll get food. I have Tyrone and Sarah that has been working with the homeless department and been dealing with the people. They've been homeless themselves, so they know them name by name. They know them more than I know them. And what takes place is we actually have a thrift store that's here that I'm in, and this is going to be the one for the neighborhood thrift store. It's just a community thrift store. Nice stuff. Nice stuff. Not no just anything. Nice stuff. Um, and I just seen that the community need a stove. We need a stove.
Mm-hmm.
We got so many elderly people here in our community. They got to go way Dixie Highway, yonder way, the other way, just to come and just walk through the stove. And we have so much. I partner with so many people when it comes to Walmart, Morning Day Solutions, so many people. And I just got to say, I love Pompano. When I tell you, I just was thinking of something in my head, and I'm not a scary person. I just do stuff. And I just said, I'm going to open a thrift store. And when I tell you, the people came like a flood, just giving. Pompano just came, just giving. In the fact, I have so much stuff still that I got to go through. And I just been so, and I'm still blown away. I can't even, when it comes to the thrift store, y'all see, I'm stuttering now because I'm still just blown away right now of everything that's happening. We have the front store, which you'll probably see when you drive by. And then in the back, there's another store just for the homeless people. So they'll come in the back, and it's set up like this, but it's smaller. It's a smaller store. They have their shoes, they have their clothes, and they get anything. It is going to be a limit to the person. We're going to write down their name. If they don't have an ID, we're going to be pushing for people to get their IDs, because you can get your ID for anybody. Any homeless person, if they need an ID, send them to 704 Hammondville Road, Pompano Beach, Florida.
When you say an ID, is that like a
identification?
Identification? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
If they need ID, they can get IDs for free from the DMV. They can do it.
Okay.
All they need is a homeless letter, and they can get them for free. And we'll give them their ID. We'll take their name, write it down, because we definitely want to be able to keep clothes still coming in. So if they need one outfit a day, that's my limit right now. If they could get a jacket, a shirt, pair of pants, underclothes, they can get as well. They can brush their teeth. They can go in the shower, take a shower, clean themselves up. Their old clothes that they had on, we do not keep in the thrift store. We do not want it. Actually, the shower where they'll take a shower at is not in the thrift store. It's in the building next door. And God has gracefully, but I tell y'all, know I still don't know how he did it, but he did it, y'all. I've been here myself for 7 years, in this building. August 21st of 2019, could be 20, I don't know. No, 2019. 2019. I somehow became the owner of this whole building. And I just thank God for City Church. I just thank God for City Church, because it's still mind-blowing today. Right. So we have a lot of space here in this whole entire building. So, and that's what we're using it for. We're using it. So the thrift store is open to the community. The grand opening is going to be on Thanksgiving, because I'm going to be here anyways, because we're going to feed the homeless. We feed the homeless. Right. Every Thanksgiving. We have a lot of people in our ministry that don't have mothers, they don't have fathers, they don't have family, and they could go to and eat some good turkey and macaroni and cheese and that stuffing and stuff. So we do that every Thanksgiving, and we're going to be in the front. And I'm just going to have the grand opening the same day while I deal with homeless people, because if it wasn't for them, and not only the homeless people, the community, I like to say the community, not label them just as the homeless people, but the community, because you don't have to be homeless. Right. And if anybody coming here, they don't have money, or they don't have an expense for something, on Tuesdays, I believe it's on Tuesdays. On Tuesdays, we have for the elderly. They'll come in here and they're going to be blessed. I tell you, they're going to be blessed. I love my elderly, y'all. They're going to be blessed. And then on Wednesdays, we're going to be doing something every Wednesday for the homeless. If it's cooking them rib sandwiches or something. We haven't had our official meeting yet of what we're going to be doing, but every Wednesday it's going to be a blessing for our homeless department. Every Tuesday it's going to be a blessing for our widows, for our elderly. And I just thank the community. I thank the community. I thank every person that reaches out, that bring their donations. Speaking of
donations, how could, if someone wanted to make a donation like me, I have stuff in my closet that I don't wear, I have suits that I've outgrown that's a little too flashy for me right now that I would like to bring down to, you know, your center and donate them and, you know, leave a small donation. You know, every little bit helps. So
Yes.
if you wanted to make a donation, how could we do that?
Or anyone that's listening.
Or anyone that's watching this podcast.
Okay. For the donations, there is in the back, there's a sign that's getting ready to be hung up. The address is 708 Hammondville Road in Pompano Beach, 33060. A lot of people like for me to say 708 MLK, Martin Luther King, you know, but I still say Hammondville Road. And in the back, it's a sign that's going to say donations up. You could just drop it off. Right now, people have been dropping off in the front of the store. I'm not going to put limits because I want people to come. I want people to come. So come to the front door, come to the back door, to the side door. I don't care what door you come to. And you can go to any door. You can go to the barbershop on the end, Next Level Barbershop, Big John. You can go to Pumpkin. She do hair at 704 Hammondville Road. Everybody, we are a big team in this building.
Are you closer to McMillan's on that end down there?
I'm down the street from McMillan's. No, I'm closer to Snapper's Chicken.
Okay. No,
I'm closer to Snapper's Chicken.
I know exactly where you are.
Okay.
I need to plug my
Okay. We just got the building painted, so it's beige now. It was gray, but it's beige now. Yeah.
Right.
So all of us, we all work together as a family, a big team. So anywhere in this building, you could say, I'm dropping off at the thrift store and everybody's going to be happy to accept it. But the thrift store is all the way to the end, 708 Hammondville Road. We're asking for clothes. We're asking for shoes. We're not even asking for money. Money answers all things. It really do. I can tell you the truth. But we're just asking for donations, clothes, shoes. We're taking electronics. We're taking stoves, refrigerators, and you're gonna get them at a low discount. This is the neighborhood store. We're not even in business to get rich. That's not what we in business for, because the Lord has been good to us. So if they wanted to do a cash app, for the cash app, it's Good Grounds.
Spell that for us, NaKenya.
It's G-O-O-D Grounds. I need to see what my cash app is, because I don't even know the cash app. Hold on now.
Good Grounds.
That's a shame. You see, I don't yell my cash app a lot, but I'm gonna find it. Let me see what it is. Okay, yes, it's Good Grounds LLC. So it's G-O-O-D Grounds with the S, G-R-O-U-N-D-S LLC. So it's Good Grounds LLC. Okay. So that's the cash app. The PayPal. Jesus, y'all got me on this one. I don't even know what PayPal.
Well, I think the cash app would be good enough if they could just cash app, or if you give them the mailing address, if they want to just mail it there, have a PO box or whatever. I'm sure you can get it there too.
Yes, PO box 667-803, Pompano Beach, Florida 33066. And volunteer hours, we're looking for the young people to come. We were giving them volunteer hours to give them that hand-on experience here in the thrift store. If any mother having a problem with their child and they want to teach them, and send them. This is the neighborhood store. And my prayer is that everybody in the neighborhood can come gather in together, and we can be a help to one another. Senior citizens, and that's because I'm anybody can tell you I'm not a one to ask for cash donations. I get in trouble for it all the time. People are like, you're gonna miss your blessing. But I'm looking for clothes and shoes. I'm not even looking for the money. I'm looking for support, clothes, shoes, electronics, kitchen appliances, anything that you think that our neighborhood, our community need. They can come right here. They can come right here, and we'll have it for them. We'll definitely have it for them.
Wow.
Well, I know I have a lot of stuff for you. A lot of clothes still in the cleaner's plastic. I mean, that I have wore, and nothing is wrong with it. I mean, they are in.
We thank you.
Something I never wore before. I just spent money and bought them and never wore them. So.
We thank you. If y'all know any people, because we do have a jail ministry as well, where we write to people in jail. We do send them commissary. We do reach out to families. If you have the people that getting out of jail, they need something to put on for an interview or anything, send them here. Send them. They ain't got to worry about no money. They need a bus pass. Send them here. It's the neighborhood thrift store. Send them here. They don't have to worry about nothing. They can come get this stuff and put it on. They can take a shower. They can do what they need to do. You know, and it's about uplifting, upbuilding. Send them. Send them this way.
Wow. And you're just doing everything.
The bus passes, they can get bus passes there too, correct?
They can get bus passes as well. Yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's
wonderful.
Put
that
together.
is wonderful.
I haven't heard of anything like that so far. Now, we're up here in Deerfield Beach, and I mean, I know churches here that maybe they do, but I don't know no one that does everything that you're doing. That is a first for me. I'm glad that you're doing that. I'm glad that we were able to talk to you and get this well-needed information out of you, because people always like asking about, you know, things within the community that we don't even have here. Is it just for Pompano, or is it just for anyone? Is anyone?
It's for anyone. If you know any leaders, you know any community workers that they actually, community leaders that they need some resources, they need information. My wound is open because it's about the people. It's not about me. I'm not one of those ones. I won't tell you how to open a call center. There's been several call centers that I've helped establish, and you don't even see my name on it. So if they need the resources, they need the numbers to the places, they want to connect and learn how to be able to pay people like Bill and have a button to press something from FPNL, I will walk it to them. I will give them all of the information. Just send them my way. My business telephone number is 954-278-2414. It is everywhere. And I pick that phone up. I try my best to pick that phone up. You just
repeat that number again.
954-278-2414. They can call my business number, and they can just tell me whatever they need. I'm opening a resource center. Could you help me? I will schedule something out of my time to give them the information, even if it's a call center, because that's what it's about. We need it set up all in the community, not just here. We need to set up and all in the community.
That's right.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, we are definitely going to put this information out there to the people, and that's definitely going to be following us on our podcast. And I have to say, I'm impressed. I'm very impressed by what you're doing down there in Pompano. I know I worked in Pompano for the city of Pompano for 6 or 7 years, so I got a chance to meet a lot of people that came through the Pat Larkin Center or Mitchell Moore, the Civic Center. You saw my face, so I got a chance to meet a lot of good people down there. So I'm really impressed by what you're doing down there. Please keep up the good work, and I'm sure you're going to get your blessings for what you're doing.
They are already flowing. Just the connections alone, the people in the ministry alone. And they're all birthing their gifts out. I have another young lady, B3, her and her husband, they're in the ministry, Brittany and Bernard. B3 caterers, where they're catering, they're cooking food, they're feeding the homeless. And this is actually a certified business. And they cook, they go out, they serve the community, they feed the homeless good food. When I say good food, good food. And it's about us upbuilding and uplifting one another and opening these business. Go open a business.
That's right.
Working on these people's jobs. Go, that be kingdom minded and open a business and then hire the folk in your community. That's my job.
There you go. There you go.
You know,
I like what you said.
That's why we're here right now.
That's why we're here.
Yes.
That's why we started this podcast.
That's why we started.
And my brother, because
I'm happy about it. That's good.
Empower our community, empower other communities, and get Black people to go back to like it was in the old days, where we served each other instead of having to run across town.
I'm trying to be quiet because I'm a preacher and I preach.
And I love what you said earlier too. You say be the lender and not the borrower, and that's powerful right there. What you
If
said
it's
right
his
there.
will, it's his bill. He'll
There
take
you
care
go.
of it.
Yeah, there you go.
He will take care of it. And guess what? I always call myself the turtle. You will always see me post that one little turtle up. You know, because I always see myself just as that turtle, because it seems like I'm the only one going so slow. Everybody big, they blowing up, and I'm the slowest one. But I'm telling you, I promise you, I'm gonna get there.
But we need more young leaders. We definitely need more young leaders. And you know, I have told you numerous of times about how proud I am of you and your leadership and what you're doing.
Right.
And we definitely need more leaders across the whole country. We need more people like you. We need more resources. The resource center, and I mean, I'm speechless. I don't even know too much more what to say. I just want to. I thank you for even coming on here and just sharing all your information. I'm still overwhelmed right now, but just because I never heard of anything like that before. And I'm right, I don't even know no one here that does that.
And we want you to come back on the podcast too. Anytime you want to come back, and if you're doing something different down there in Pompano, just, hey, you have our contact information. Just let us know. You're welcome to come back on this podcast anytime. We like to see people doing.
And I'm gonna send you guys some people I know that they're doing some stuff. Still feel Pompano. I'm gonna email you, and I'm gonna send you their contact information as well. Businesses, and I see them. Nonprofits, I see them. You know, but
and we will reach out to them. I promise you.
Yes, I'm gonna send it over to you. I'm definitely gonna send it over to you.
Right.
And while you on here, promote your husband's business. I see he got tell us about his business too. I mean, promote his business. That's what we're here for.
That is Good Grounds Company. Good Grounds Company. Let me tell you
I've
something.
heard of that. I've heard of that.
February 6th. I ain't gonna forget it. It was his birthday. I made him a promise. I said, I'm gonna take you off your job. All I did was declare it out the mouth, because power, life, and death lies within the tongue. So I just declared it. And I say, I'm going to take you off your job. I told him that. And when I tell you, I took him off his job. He was on that job since 2003. That's how long. And now he has his own business.
Wow. He
has his own, the Lord allowed it to take place. He has his own business. It is Good Grounds Company. He do lawn service and sprinklers. He's always looking for help. So he likes to use those ones, homeless people, people who just got out of jail, you know, people who can't get jobs. He likes to use those type of people. But he's in Palm Beach and in Broward County.
I actually have a Facebook friend that I was talking to, and I saw him with the shirt on that said Good Grounds, and I had never heard of that before. And I was like, Good Grounds? I've never heard of Good Grounds before, but now having you on the podcast, that's your husband's business and your business.
That's my husband's business, Good Grounds Company, and then we have Good Grounds Management. Good Grounds Management is actually all of my real estate.
Tell us about it. We want to hear everything. I mean, tell us. We want to promote your business, not just away from the resource center. Tell us about any ventures that build everything.
Good Grounds Company is the lawn service. He do lawn service and sprinklers, and he's available Palm Beach and Broward County. And then we have Good Grounds Management. Good Grounds Management is commercial property. I have commercial property. I try my best to stay in Pompano. To just buy out Pompano. You know, keep me in prayer. I actually have different units available. I have the lowest move-in. Nobody can top my move-in. I only charge $500 to move in. I like to help young entrepreneurs, people who are scared to step out. So if you have a vision and you're scared, and I don't do lease, I do month to month. So if it don't go well for you and you need to drop out, but I'm just proud that you tried. So that's what I keep my units available. I do have some units available. You can contact me again, 954-278-2414. If you need a place, I have big bays, I have small bays, whatever you need. Very low prices. I have people who move in for free. I'm not gonna tell you you're gonna move in for free. You better pray, because if the Lord speak and say you move in for free, you're gonna be moving in for free. But I have people who move in for free. And it's just basically to help their business, and to get them to the place where they need to be. And then I'm gonna be pushing them to buy their own, because you can't stand here forever. Yeah, I do have stuff available right now for rent. I do have stuff available. I don't do long leases, especially for people who try different businesses out, because sometimes your business don't fail, but it's just not the lane that you were supposed to go in. And I don't never want to bind nobody to a lease or anything like that. So it's only month to month. It's just month to month. And we have availability.
I'm just blown away by all the stuff that you said since you've been on this podcast here today. I'm just blown away, and my mind is just all over the place right now, because you're doing wonderful things down there in Pompano, Broward County and Palm Beach County. You all are doing, and you deserve the recognition, and you really do.
Don't be ashamed to claim it. Don't be ashamed to claim it.
Yeah.
So that pretty much is all. I'm glad that you came on here, and tell us one more time before we get off about your event that you're having on Thanksgiving Day at the city store.
It's going to be at 708 Hammondville Road in Pompano. The grand opening. It's a grand opening, but it really in the deeper inner of me, it really ain't a grand opening. It's for my homeless people. We're gonna feed the community, and we're gonna be out in the front. The door is going to be open to the store. And if you want to come in and shop, if you're homeless, you want to come in and get you some clothes, shoes, whatever you need, come in. But my focus is taking care of my community. We also have, what do we have? We have a Christmas thing coming up. It's going to be at 905 MLK right down the street. Me and my business partners, Jonathan Edmond and Trina Edmond, we're giving away Christmas toys. So if anybody need any Christmas toys, their kids, they need anything. I ain't talking about one toy. I said Christmas toys. If they need anything, tell them to call 954-601-6958. That's 954-601-6958, and that's Miss Trina. That's actually my business partner when it comes to one of the commercial properties, and we're going to be having it down the street, and they're doing everything. We got listen, we got so many toys that we got to get rid of. We have these are brand new toys. We have bicycles. They're doing all this cooking. We got it's time to come out. Wow. Tell the kids to come out. It's for the children. It's for the kids, and we're also doing it for the homeless. So the homeless do get gifts this year. So if anybody have any packages that they want to give a homeless person, from book bags, they love book bags, to blankets, said book bags already, shoes, clothes, you can wrap it up, you can pack it up, you can put it in the bag, and we're giving stuff out to the homeless, Christmas toys out to the homeless, Christmas toys, Christmas gifts out to the homeless as well. But the kids, we need you. We need the kids, because we got too much and we got to overflow, and we need to get rid of it. And I say Christmas toys. We're in a pandemic. Don't get crazy. We're not asking you for your social. We're not asking you for your ID. Just come, use wisdom. Put that money on your light bill, your water bill, and come get some of these good toys, because they're good toys for these children.
Wow, I'm just blown away. Just blown away. But NaKenya Robinson, she's the owner, CEO of Good Grounds. Her and her husband, and City Church Resource Center there in Pompano, 708 Hammondville Road. Man, I tell you, you're just doing some wonderful things down in Pompano. We're going to come down there and we're going to support you. I'm going to send you a donation as well. And I'm going to drop some of the things that I don't need anymore. They're really good clothes and stuff, and I'm going to bring them down to you. And I hope you can bless someone with them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming on the Adams Brothers podcast. You're welcome to come back on here anytime. And
anytime.
Thank you. And
thank you.
Please enjoy the rest of your evening, and God bless.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good evening.
You too.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
One more time for Pastor NaKenya Robinson from the City Resource Center.